On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Summon.
To order someone to come to or be present at a specific place such as a court, or to arrange a meeting formally.
Examples:
Summon a lawyer. Summon a city council. The chairperson was responsible for summoning committees.
Tectonic.
Relating to the structure of the Earth's crust and the large-scale processes that occur as a result of movements within it.
Examples:
Tectonic valleys. A tectonic earthquake. The tectonic plates shifted, causing an earthquake.
Comet.
A celestial object consisting of a nucleus of ice and dust that goes around the sun.
Examples:
The surface of the comet. Comet Halley. The comet's bright tail could be seen in the night sky.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Omen.
A sign or warning of a future event, often seen as either positive or negative and believed to be an indication of divine power or influence.
Examples:
Bad omen. Prophetic omen. The alignment of the planets was considered an omen of major changes in people's lives.
Chili.
A small hot-tasting fruit of a type of pepper plant used in sauces, relishes, and spice powders, a spicy stew made from ground beef and beans, typically seasoned with chili peppers.
Examples:
Chili sauce. Red chili powder. I love making a big pot of chili on a cold winter day.
Dwarf.
A person or animal that is much smaller than usual or expected for its type, a celestial body, especially a planet, that is smaller and less massive than a star.
Examples:
A potted dwarf tree. A wise old dwarf. The dwarf planet Pluto is much smaller than Earth and orbits the Sun.
Glacier.
A slowly moving mass of ice formed from snow on mountains or near the North Pole or the South Pole.
Examples:
Glacier retreat. Glaciers move tardily. The glaciers of the Ice Age have shaped fjord.
Yak.
To talk at length, often without a particular purpose or direction. Noun, a long-haired bovine mammal native to Central Asia that is often domesticated and used for its meat, milk, and wool.
Examples:
Domestic yak. Sit and yak about life. The friends met at the local pub every Friday to yak about their week.
Unload.
To remove contents of something from a vehicle, ship, container, etc.
Examples:
Unload the cargo. Unload a dishwasher. He had to unload the merchandise before the Black Friday bargain.
Waterfall.
A point in a river or stream where water falls from a high place, for example, over a cliff or rock.
Examples:
Scenic waterfall. A waterfall with a fall of 10 feet. Years of river erosion have formed the uniquely shaped waterfall basin.
Maze.
A complex network of winding passages or pathways designed as a puzzle or challenge for people to navigate through.
Examples:
Puzzle maze. Labyrinth maze. We got lost in the maze of streets while exploring the city.
Tumble.
To fall suddenly, often uncontrollably, to topple or turn over, to decline sharply and quickly in value, quality, or performance.
Examples:
Tumble down the hill. Confidence tumbles as unemployment rates rose. The value of the currency tumbled against major international currencies.
Crevasse.
A deep crack or fissure, especially in a glacier or the Earth's surface, often caused by stress or movement, a dangerous and treacherous gap or opening.
Examples:
Fall into a crevasse. Dangerous crevasse. The mountaineer carefully crossed the glacier crevasse to continue climbing the icy peak.
Lad.
A young boy or man, often used in an informal or affectionate way.
Examples:
Working class lad. Local lad. The older man gave the young lad some helpful life advice.
Foreground.
The part of a view, picture, etc. that is nearest to the viewer.
Examples:
Foreground segmentation. Foreground galaxy. A happy group of friends occupies the foreground of the picture.
Scour.
To clean thoroughly and vigorously by scrubbing or rubbing, to search or examine something thoroughly and systematically.
Examples:
Scour a pot. Scour the internet. She had to scour the kitchen to find a clean dish to use for dinner.
Triangular.
Having three angles or sides, forming or shaped like a triangle, equals a three-sided polygon.
Examples:
A triangular alliance. Triangular form. The triangular shape of the pyramid was an important architectural feature.
Ferocious.
Very fierce, savage, or cruel.
Examples:
Ferocious beast. Ferocious predator. The lion's ferocious roar could be heard from miles away.
Titanic.
Of or having a great size, power, or influence, of or relating to titanium, equals a light, strong gray, lustrous, corrosion-resistant metallic element.
Examples:
Titanic battle. Titanic compound. The Titanic ship sank on its maiden voyage.
Beck.
A gesture or signal made with the hand or head, especially one indicating someone to approach or follow, a small stream or brook, especially in northern England or Scotland.
Examples:
Beck and call. Throw a beck. The king summoned his subjects with a wave and a beck of his hand.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Syrinx.
The vocal organ of a bird, a primitive wind instrument consisting of several parallel pipes bound together.
Examples:
Dogs with a wide syrinx. Spinal syrinx. The shape of a bird's syrinx varies greatly depending on the environment in which it lives.
Painkiller.
Medicine used to relieve physical pain.
Examples:
A strong painkiller. Take a painkiller beforehand. Over-the-counter painkillers are less effective for patients who have taken many in the past.
Steroid.
Any of several organic compounds that are produced in the body and have important physiological effects and affect the development and growth of sex organs.
Examples:
Steroid abuse. A steroid hormone. Some steroids are banned for use by athletes because of their muscle-building effects.
Lucid.
Expressed or presented clearly, easy to understand, rational and sane, shining or bright.
Examples:
lucid writing, lucid explanation. His argument was so lucid that even his opponents agreed with him.
Maneuver.
A motion or combination of moves that requires skill and care, a clever strategy, activity, or movement intended to give someone an advantage.
Examples:
Political maneuvers. Made a great maneuver. In this class, we learn the basic maneuver of a plane.
Hypothermic.
Relating to or characterized by abnormally low body temperature, typically resulting from prolonged exposure to cold temperatures.
Examples:
Hypothermic condition. Hypothermic preservation. The hiker suffered from hypothermic symptoms after being exposed to extreme cold.
Frostbite.
A medical condition that occurs when the skin and underlying tissue freeze due to exposure to extremely cold temperatures, resulting in damage or loss of tissue and, in severe cases, amputation.
Examples:
Frostbite symptoms. Frostbite on the hand. The athlete had to quit the race due to severe frostbite on his feet.
Revive.
To bring back to life, consciousness, or strength, to restore.
Examples:
Revive my energy. Revive an old friendship. They revived the tradition of holding a parade on the main street every year.
Startling.
Extremely surprising, astonishing, and sometimes worrying.
Examples:
Startling earthquake shocks. Startling discovery. He describes the story with startling reality.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Mummy.
A body of a human or animal that has been preserved, typically by being embalmed and wrapped in linen or other material.
Examples:
Mummy tomb. Ancient Egyptian mummy. The well-preserved mummy was discovered in an ancient tomb in the desert.
Incoherent.
Expressed or formulated without clarity or logic, lacking cohesion or connection, disjointed or rambling in speech or writing.
Examples:
Incoherent speech. Incoherent thoughts. The speaker's incoherent rambling made it difficult for the audience to understand the message.
Ken.
Knowledge, perception, understanding, or range of sight. Verb, to be aware of or know.
Examples:
Within my ken. Ken of the person. He had a good ken of the city and could easily find his way around.
Necrosis.
The death of cells or tissues in a localized area of the body caused by injury, infection, or disease often results in the formation of scar tissue.
Examples:
Necrosis treatment. Necrosis of the liver. The cancer treatment caused necrosis in the surrounding healthy tissues, causing complications.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Cataleptic.
Characterized by a state of extreme rigidity or immobility, often accompanied by a loss of consciousness or awareness, of or relating to a condition in which a person or animal appears to be in a state of suspended animation.
Examples:
Cataleptic seizure. Cataleptic rigidity. The patient's cataleptic state made diagnosing her condition difficult for the doctors.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Stun.
To make a person or an animal unconscious or dizzy, especially by hitting them on the head, to make someone surprised or shocked greatly.
Examples:
Stun fish. Stun an audience. This sprinter stunned the world with his speed.
Irreversible.
Impossible to change or return to a previous condition.
Examples:
Avoid irreversible damage. An irreversible change. The development of agricultural technology has had an irreversible impact on humanity.
Speculate.
To form a theory or conjecture or guess about a subject without solid evidence.
Examples:
Speculate about the reason. Speculate on the outcome. He speculated that this investment would lead to success.
Frontal.
Relating to the front, situated at or directed towards the front, frontal can also refer to a meteorological term for a weather system that is moving from west to east.
Examples:
Frontal assault. Frontal attack. He suffered a severe frontal collision in the car accident.
Lobe.
A rounded projection or division, especially of the brain, lung, or liver.
Examples:
Lobe of the liver. Frontal lobe. The lungs are divided into 5 lobes.
Cerebellum.
The part of the brain at the back of the head that plays an important role in motor control, balance, and coordination.
Examples:
Cerebellum function. Development of cerebellum. An injury to the cerebellum can cause difficulty with walking, speaking, and maintaining posture.
Heartbeat.
The regular movement or sound of the heart as it sends blood around the body, an animating or vital unifying force.
Examples:
Heartbeat abnormality. A pounding heartbeat. New York is the commercial heartbeat of America.
Respiration.
The process of inhaling and exhaling air to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide with the environment, the total of the physiological processes by which living organisms metabolize oxygen and release carbon dioxide.
Examples:
Respiration rate. Artificial respiration. The doctor carefully monitored the patient's respiration during the surgery.
Prefrontal.
In or about the foremost part of the frontal lobe of the brain.
Examples:
Prefrontal bone. Prefrontal region. Research shows that damage to the prefrontal cortex leads to increased aggression.
Fir.
A type of tall evergreen tree that is native to the northern hemisphere, with needle-like leaves and cones that stand upright on the branches.
Examples:
Fir branch. Fir forest. The smell of fresh fir trees filled the air at the Christmas tree farm.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Cingulate.
A part of the brain situated in the medial aspect of the cerebral cortex that is an integral part of the limbic system, which is involved with emotion formation and processing, learning, and memory.
Examples:
A posterior cingulate. Ventral cingulate cortex. Researchers found marked differences in the anterior cingulate of the brain between species.
Gyrus.
A convolution of the surface of the brain.
Examples:
Gyrus function. Cerebral gyrus. The inferior temporal gyrus is involved in object recognition.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well-versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Willpower.
The control exerted to do something or restrain impulses.
Examples:
Demonstrate willpower. Lack of willpower. With strong willpower and determination, he could quit smoking for good.
Juniper.
A type of evergreen shrub or small tree belonging to the cypress family, typically characterized by needle-like or scale-like leaves and bearing small, berry-like cones.
Examples:
Juniper berries. Juniper shrub. The scent of the juniper tree filled the air as we hiked through the forest.